So I'm Ali Syed. I'm 23 years old, and I was born in Bangladesh and moved to Canada when I was 11 years old, I guess, or 10. And I started going to school here. And that was pretty interesting because I was like really excited to leave Bangladesh and like be in a new country. And like I had no problem like coming in and adjusting to like the weather and all of that because we did come when it was a bit colder. But then the important part was like when I started school, it was actually pretty different because I didn't speak the language, and so I couldn't communicate with anybody and couldn't even tell my teacher my name actually. But then after that, I did learn English because it was pretty easy for me to pick it up, and then I kind of moved on from that, I guess. Yeah, there wasn't too many incredible challenges when I was in elementary school aside from just the language, but like once I had a hold of that, it was pretty easy. But the education was tremendously like easier compared to like what I was doing back in Bangladesh, and that was noticed with math especially, because the math we were doing in grade 5 was the stuff I did in like grade 2, like multiplication table and stuff like that. And then when I went to grade 8, I'm like, this is where I left off back home to do what I'm doing here. So then that was pretty interesting, I would say. So it was always kind of like the back of my mind that I did enjoy doing math more than anything else. Didn't mean I was good at it. And so that was it. I mean, like we didn't live like an incredibly lavish life when we moved here. Like my dad was just working whatever jobs he could to pay the bills, which I thought was necessary at the time because soon after it was the recession and that hit us pretty hard. And it wasn't something like I don't think my parents were really prepared for because it just kind of came and they weren't like in any incredible insured jobs and stuff. But yeah, so like I would say like resource-wise, I was pretty limited. But yeah, that was like all of elementary school and me just kind of living like the first 5 years in Canada.